Oh, track by track?
Sure.
Is it in depth?
Such a pleasure doing an interview with someone who's good at it.
No.
Just makes it so much easier.
You familiar with these two?
I am, certainly.
You certainly. All right. Let's quickly through the making this. Don't Panic. Tell me about that song.
Terrible.
Come on, you don't believe that, do you?
No.
Okay. Shiver.
Trying to rip off Jeff Buckley.
Spies.
Trying to rip off Radiohead.
Sparks.
Trying to rip off Leonard Cohen.
Yellow.
Trying to rip off My Bloody Valentine.
Trouble.
Elton John.
Parachutes.
Classic.
High Speed.
Not so classic.
We Never Change.
Pretty good.
Everything's Not Lost.
Isn't it?
You like All right, let's move on to this next record here. The record that people didn't know you could write, because after the big one, the first, when the introduction, they always say the second record's really hard.
Yep. Every record's pretty hard.
Was there a lot of pressure when you made this one?
There's pressure on everyone.
All right, Politic.
Our best ever song.
Really?
Well, it's in the top 3.
In My Place.
Johnny's got a good riff on it.
God put a smile upon your face.
Yep, one of our longest titles.
The Scientist.
Good.
Good?
What, it's all right? I mean,
Can you plucks?
our first ringtone.
Daylight.
Interesting.
Yeah, all right. Green Eyes.
Interesting.
Warning Sign.
Not so interesting. But we are going to start playing it again.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
How come? If it's not so interesting.
Because you've got to bore people sometimes.
Whisper.
I think our least popular song, but it's one of the ones I like.
Amsterdam.
A good city.
A great city. You said Politic was in your top 3.
Yeah.
What are the other 2?
Yellow and Fix You. And Clocks.
Fix You's a great song. When you write songs, I mean, you're a very passionate guy. I suspect you mean most of what you write.
The reason I like Fix You is because it is not poetic. It's just completely naked and
literal.
I don't think I would even write that now. The sound of this record to me is the sound of Guy and Will and Johnny taking back the glory, which makes me very happy.
Because you've been thrust to the front of this, but you're not comfortable with it, right?
I am comfortable with it, but I like it when we're all together. Mm-hmm. So, whether you like what I'm singing about or whatever these days, the guitar playing is just better, and there's more riffs and that kind of stuff makes me happy.
So the idea of getting a house, hanging around each other, reconnecting, that became part of the equation?
Yeah.
Whose idea was that?
Probably Phil's, our fifth member who no one sees, but he's our handsomest and most talented member, but he's very English and so he doesn't like to put himself out there. He said, you've got to reconnect as people. And Brian Eno actually was saying that as well. And they were absolutely right.
Is it easy to hear that, or did you already know that?
It's never easy to hear criticism, but it is always useful and helpful in the end.
And so you started to play. I mean, did you watch the Metallica movie, Some Kind
of
Monster?
Yeah, we watched it about 17 times.
Could you relate to any of it?
We could relate to all of it except the end credits. Our day is exactly like that, except credits don't roll at the end. I found the whole film kind of depressing up until Robert Trujillo joins.
He brings a new energy.
Yeah, then it was like, okay, he's as good as Jason Newsted.
Is that Phil's role then in this band?
What, the Robert Trujillo?
Yeah. New energy, even though he's been around?
Yeah, well, it was because he went to Little Crackers and came back brighter. So when he wasn't around, it was not so fun. But he came back and was like, well, you've got to make something really good now.
And so how do you start that process after just having a line?
Just by, well, I don't even know if we've achieved it, but by spending an awful lot of time on it.
Thanks for coming up, man.
Hey, man, thank you so much for coming all this way. It's a real treat.
Nice to see you again. Thanks for watching, everybody. That's Chris Martin.